Thomas in a few words. Thomas is someone who is very driven and very competitive. He doesn't like to put limits or boundaries on anything he does, and everything that he does, he likes to have fun with. So that's Thomas in a few words. So the main attraction to real estate was wanting to start a little new venture in my life. I wanted to improve my speaking skills, my sales skills, and basically grow as an individual around people with the same passions and same goals as me. Learning something new from everyone and meeting people in the best way possible. So, as you can see, I was born with one hand, and that definitely shaped my life's journey to where I am today. It taught me a lot about myself, pushing my limits and breaking the boundaries that I thought would be impossible. Whether it was challenges when I was young, learning how to tie my lace or wear a button, wear a watch, whatever it would be, even the smallest challenges. Having that, always finding my own way and adjusting to what worked best for me, definitely shaped who I am today and the goals I have and the limits I constantly keep pushing. I had a friend who worked with Frank Salt, and he told me that he had recently started in real estate. And I said, that's something that always really interested me, but I never took the leap to go for. I told me, why not just try out and see how you do. I took the leap, and now we're here. The thing I love most about working in property is definitely the rush, the adrenaline, the not sitting at a desk all day and doing an office job from early in the morning to late at night. I like that it's more dynamic. I haven't been a person who likes to sit down and study for long periods of time. It was always 20 minutes and then I'll go make a tea. So it was always moving around, whatever I did. And this job really, it doesn't even feel like a job. It's an activity, it's a challenge that really keeps on pushing and keeps on picking at the different aspects and different attributes of life that I really want, and constantly improving on them through meeting people, seeing different properties, and really growing the library that is the knowledge of property. So I think the thing that really sticks out from the Sliema branch being the largest branch is that everyone at the office has their own strong point. Whether it's finding property, whether it's closing the sale, whether it's meeting people and getting a larger database or whatever it could be, everyone has their own strong point. So speaking a bit to everyone and picking a bit from everyone's mind really helps to grow as an agent, as a real estate person, and really learning more about the field. Especially Ian, who just before I had the interview to come in, I had a good chat with him and he broke it down for me, whether it was going into sales or whether going into letting. He really took the time to sit down and speak with me about all the different challenges and ups and downs, and he really prepared me for what to expect going into it. So definitely one of my favorite colleagues at the office. Thank you, Ed. So obviously, being born the way I was born, being an amputee, I felt like there weren't many people to look up to and idolize who have done the path that is sort of glorified or successful in what I deemed to be successful in my own head. So there wasn't the Nelson Mandela or Martin Luther King for for other communities. There wasn't people who have reached the highest levels, in my opinion. And I always said that I wanted to push the limit of what disability really is about, and I always wanted to be someone that people look up to and I could inspire, that even people without a disability that see me doing sport or running on the Sliema front, or doing a different sport. Maybe it's climbing, maybe it's tennis, anything they would see me do. They'd see me try it out, fail, try again, fail, try again, fail. Then I'll try again and I'll be a bit better. But at least it would inspire them to get off the sofa or find balance within their work routine and go for something that is really for them. And let's say Aradan has one hand and he's doing everything that I would question myself with two hands that I could do. Why shouldn't I just try it out and reach a new level for myself, whether it's physical, whether it's academic, whether it's anything. And that's who I aim to be to people with disability, and basically anyone, not just people with disability. One of the many projects I take part in is going to schools and speaking to different students and teachers about the journey of someone with a disability. I've spoken to thousands of students over the past couple of years. I've given a TED talk about disability and incremental progress. I've done human libraries. I speak on my podcast with a number of people who excel in their field, of even their perspective on disability. I love the social media scene and creating content for people, so I also try to do that, and through sport and disability, really trying to pick all the different areas of life to constantly reach out to people and show them that, listen, this is nothing. It's all about how you view the world and how your perspective is to the world. There have definitely been lots of ups and downs through life. I mean, just like anyone else. There were the highs, there were the lows, there were the uglies, everything. And through sport, I really learned a lot about myself, and really taking the time to reflect and pause for at least an hour of the day, and at least for the training session, I could think about nothing and really focus and calm down physically. Now, there were lots of failures along the way, and the failures definitely taught me to come back stronger, and I can't complain about the losses because they made the winning that much sweeter. One of my favorite quotes is of James Clear of Atomic Habits, where he says that you don't rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems. Now, with that said, having a good team around you, whether in sports it's physios, nutritionists, coaches, peers, sponsors, the same thing goes with life. Your parents, your friends, your family, anyone who you're spending most time with, and you are the sum of the 5 people you spend most time with. So having them push me and inspire me and surrounding myself with them, obviously for the most time during the day, definitely really helps with myself constantly pushing and reaching for better goals. Having the parents there definitely helped out. My mom, my dad used to take me to every training session, used to cook for me. I mean, everything they've done shaped Thomas who he is today. So definitely I'm eternally grateful to them, to the friends as well, who, whether it's friendships, relationships, everything that could be going on, they're always there. There was someone to speak to, and having that team around me really shows me that working alone isn't as valuable as having a good team around you and building things together. My long-term goals. I think the first thing I do is look at the next step. I usually like to dream big and you know, see the bigger picture. The goal is to be #1 salesperson. Right there, I'll wear it, I'll carry it around everywhere. um, uh, but I think the goals are always registering the next property, getting the next sale, learning from the mistakes that I've made, and just constantly pushing forward to become that #1 spot. I'm coming for you all. I'm very driven and want to excel in everything that I do. Every inquiry and every property that comes in, I can promise to give my 200%, just as if it was my own.